Passive income is one of the most searched topics on the internet. It's also one of the most lied about. Every day, someone promises you $10,000 a month doing almost nothing. A magic system. A secret method. A course that unlocks financial freedom in 30 days. And every day, thousands of people fall for it, spend money, waste time, and walk away with nothing. Today, we're doing something completely different. No hype. No unrealistic promises. No guru tactics. Just real passive income ideas, the kind that actually generate money, with real numbers attached to each one so you know exactly what to expect before you start. Because the truth about passive income is both more honest and more achievable than most people realize. Let's get into the real numbers. Here's the first truth about passive income that most people skip. Nothing is fully passive, especially at the beginning. Every income stream on this list requires either upfront money, upfront time, or both. The passive part comes later, after the foundation is built. Understanding this changes everything. It shifts passive income from a fantasy into a realistic building project with clear steps and honest timelines. The good news is this. Every idea on this list has been tested by real people. Every number comes from realistic, documented outcomes, not best-case scenarios. Here are 6 passive income ideas that actually work, ranked from lowest to highest barrier to entry. Idea 1, high-yield savings accounts and money market funds. Barrier to entry, very low. Real numbers, 4% to 5% annual return on deposited cash. This is the most overlooked passive income source for everyday people. Most people park their savings in a traditional bank account earning 0.01% interest, essentially nothing. But high-yield savings accounts and money market funds currently offer annual returns of 4% to 5% on the same cash. Here's what that looks like in real numbers. $10,000 saved earns roughly $400 to $500 per year. That's $33 to $42 per month, completely passively, with zero risk to your principal. $50,000 earns $2,000 to $2,500 per year. That's over $200 per month doing absolutely nothing. Here's the aha moment, this isn't life-changing income. But it's real, guaranteed money that most people are simply leaving on the table by keeping cash in the wrong account. This is always step 1. Move your emergency fund and short-term savings to a high-yield account today. It takes 15 minutes and costs nothing. Real expectation, low income, zero effort after setup. Best used as a foundation, not a primary income stream. Idea 2, dividend investing. Barrier to entry, medium, requires capital. Real numbers, 3% to 6% annual dividend yield. Dividend investing is one of the most time-tested passive income strategies in existence. Here's how it works. You buy shares in companies or funds that pay regular dividends, cash distributions paid to shareholders, usually quarterly. You do nothing after purchasing. The dividends arrive automatically. Real numbers from dividend investing look like this. A portfolio of $100,000 invested in a diversified dividend fund yielding 4% annually generates $4,000 per year, or roughly $333 per month in passive income. A $500,000 portfolio at the same yield generates $20,000 per year, $1,666 per month. The challenge is obvious. You need significant capital to generate meaningful monthly income from dividends alone. This is why dividend investing works best as a long-term strategy, built gradually through consistent monthly contributions reinvested over years. Here's the aha moment, the real power of dividend investing isn't the income today. It's the compounding effect of reinvesting dividends over time. A portfolio reinvesting dividends for 20 years grows dramatically faster than one that simply holds. Many of the world's wealthiest individuals own significant dividend portfolios, not because dividends make them rich overnight, but because they provide reliable, growing income that continues indefinitely. Real expectation, meaningful income requires $100,000 or more invested. Best built gradually through consistent investing over years. Idea 3, rental real estate. Barrier to entry, high, requires capital and management. Real numbers, $200 to $800 net cash flow per property per month. Rental real estate is one of the most powerful passive income vehicles ever created. But it comes with an important caveat: it is the least passive option on this list, especially in the beginning. Here's how the real numbers work. A rental property purchased for $200,000 with a $40,000 down payment and a mortgage payment of $900 per month, rented for $1,400 per month, generates roughly $500 per month in gross cash flow before maintenance, vacancy, insurance, and property taxes. After all expenses, realistic net cash flow on a single well-chosen rental property typically falls between $200 and $500 per month. That doesn't sound dramatic. But here's what makes real estate different from every other passive income strategy. You also build equity as the mortgage gets paid down. The property typically appreciates in value over time. And you receive significant tax advantages through depreciation that reduce your taxable income. Combine these three benefits together: cash flow, equity growth, and appreciation, and real estate consistently produces total returns that far exceed the monthly cash flow number alone. Here's the aha moment: most wealthy people own real estate not because of the monthly check, but because of the total wealth building effect that no other asset class replicates quite as completely. The barrier is real. But so are the rewards. Real expectation, $200 to $500 net cash flow per property per month. Significant upfront capital and active management required, especially early on. Idea 4, digital products. Barrier to entry, low, requires time, not money. Real numbers, $200 to $5,000 plus per month depending on audience size. Digital products are one of the most genuinely scalable passive income streams available today. Here's the concept. You create something once, an ebook, a template, a course, a preset, a printable, and sell it repeatedly with zero additional effort. No inventory. No shipping. No manufacturing cost. Real numbers from digital product creators vary enormously, but here's an honest breakdown. A beginner with a small audience selling a $27 ebook might generate $200 to $500 per month. A creator with a medium-sized audience selling a $97 course might generate $1,000 to $3,000 per month. An established creator with a large, targeted audience can generate $5,000 to $20,000 per month or more from digital products alone. Here's the critical variable: audience. Digital products require an audience to sell to. Building that audience, through YouTube, a blog, social media, or email marketing, takes time. Often 6 to 18 months before meaningful income appears. Here's the aha moment: the income from digital products can grow indefinitely without proportional effort. The same product you created once keeps selling while you sleep, travel, or work on something new. That scalability is what makes this genuinely powerful. The time investment upfront is real. But the long-term payoff is equally real. Real expectation, slow start of 6 to 18 months. Income grows with audience size. Very low cost, high scalability. Idea 5, index fund investing. Barrier to entry, low to medium. Real numbers, 7% to 10% average annual return historically. This is the backbone of most serious long-term wealth-building strategies. Index funds track the broad stock market, spreading your investment across hundreds or thousands of companies automatically. You don't pick stocks. You don't time the market. You simply invest consistently and let the market work. Real numbers over time look like this. Investing $500 per month into a broad market index fund averaging 8% annual returns produces approximately $745,000 over 30 years. That portfolio then generates roughly $30,000 per year, $2,500 per month, at a 4% withdrawal rate. The formula is brutally simple. Invest consistently. Reinvest dividends. Never stop during market downturns. Here's the aha moment: index fund investing is not exciting. It requires no skill, no timing, and no expertise. And that is precisely why it works so well for so many people over so long a period. Wealth built through index funds is quiet, boring, and remarkably effective. Real expectation, long-term strategy. Minimal monthly income early on. Significant passive income after decades of consistent investing. Idea 6, peer-to-peer lending and bond investing. Barrier to entry, low to medium. Real numbers, 4% to 8% annual return. Lending money to individuals or governments in exchange for interest payments is one of the oldest passive income strategies in history. Modern platforms allow everyday investors to participate in peer-to-peer lending, earning 6% to 8% annual returns by lending to vetted borrowers. Government and corporate bonds offer 4% to 6% with lower risk. Real numbers, $50,000 invested at 6% generates $3,000 per year, $250 per month in passive interest income. The key risk with peer-to-peer lending is borrower default. Some loans don't get repaid. Diversifying across many loans reduces this risk significantly. Real expectation, moderate returns with moderate risk. Works best as one component of a diversified passive income strategy rather than a standalone approach. The big picture. Here's the honest summary. Passive income is real. It works. But it takes time, capital, or both to build, and anyone promising otherwise is selling something. High-yield savings give you immediate, safe returns on existing cash. Dividend investing and index funds build reliable long-term income through patient, consistent investing. Rental real estate creates cash flow plus equity growth. Digital products offer scalability without capital. And lending strategies provide steady interest income. The wealthy don't pick one of these. They build several over time, each stream adding to the others until the total monthly income becomes genuinely life-changing. Start with what you have access to today. Then add the next stream. Then the next. That's how real passive income is built. So, which of these 6 passive income streams fits where you are right now? Pick one. Just one. Start there. Because the biggest mistake people make with passive income isn't choosing the wrong strategy. It's choosing nothing, waiting for the perfect moment that never arrives. The best time to start building passive income was 10 years ago. The second best time is today. If this video gave you real, honest clarity about passive income, subscribe. Every week we cover money, investing, and wealth building with real numbers and zero hype. See you in the next one.